Okay. I understand, Owly. All of you are here for the third episode of the Tom and Friends Storytime Season 7. I am super sorry to keep you all waiting, Owly. I forgot to start this episode, Owly. So let's get down to business, shall we, Owly? Throughout the years of season 6 of the Tom and Friends Storytime series, what a very good year outlay. Starting off from episode 1 to episode number 10 outlay, it all started off with everything of all outlay. But now, as we move into episode 1 of season 7 of the Tom and Friends Storytime series outlay. So let's get started with the story of Percy and the Haunted Mine. So hop on board and explore the island of Sodor with everyone number one friend, Thomas the Tank Engine. Percy and the Haunted Mine. It was summertime on the island of Sodor. The station master and staff alley delighted to have a friendly competition to find out which was the most beautiful station, and they decorate all the station with the shovel, with rubble and flowers, and handing back alley. The engine loved helping too, alley. One night, the back controller came to the shed to talk to the engine. I want Percy to collect some love and decoration from Lower Tipman Station, he said. They're at mate weight. Percy looked scared. Yes, sir, he said nervously. None of the engine like going to Mateway at night. They have to pat a old quarry mine. Nobody worked there anymore, but it was very spooky alley. It was a foggy night alley, and Percy had light on alley, but he was still a little scared alley. Percy soon reached the old mine. The signal was red, and he had to stop. Suddenly, the old factory chimney started to sink into the ground. Bouncing buffers! Cried Percy Alley. When the signal changed Alley, Percy was so scared he spun off as fast as he could. The next day, Percy told Donald and Douglas Alley about the disappearing chimney. It's the naughty gnomes, cheated Donald. We little fat men with big feet they make. Strange things happen, said Douglas. It's true. They're, they de-wheeled, said Donald, as they chucked away. Percy didn't want to believe them, Ollie, but he would felt very scared. That night, the Bat Controller sent Percy to collect some truck. They were sighting near the old quarry mine. Percy hoped wouldn't see anything else disappearing. He slipped into the siding and bumpered up to the truck. Then he heard a strange noise. What was that? Said the driver. Suddenly, a building at the old mine sank into the ground. Double bouncing bumpers, shouted Percy. He was so scared he launched forward and hit the truck. He loud boomed out onto the siding. They were they were there were gnomes everywhere. It's the naughty gnomes, cried Percy, and he hurried away as fast as his wheel could carry him. Back at the station, Percy's driver told the back controller what that they'd seen. Buildings were sinking right into the ground. It's the naughty gnome, said Percy nervously. They like to cause trouble. Nonsense, said the back controller. The buildings are sinking in old mine shaft, that's all. But I saw the gnome, said Percy. Oh, of course you did, said the back controller. They're garden gnomes. We are going to use them to decorate the station. They're not scary. They are supposed to bring good luck. The back controller ordered Percy to go back and get them. Percy didn't dare to agree. And Allie. And Percy was scared, Allie, but he knew he had to carry on. I'm not afraid, he said to himself. When they reached the signing alley, he saw the gnome. He saw the gnomes lying around on the ground. Percy waited for something spooky to happen, but he didn't nothing know. The back controller right. The gnomes weren't scary at all. The driver and fireman collected the gnome, and Percy took them straight back to Lower Titman Station Alley. The workmen decorating alley the station ready for the competition. When the judge saw the gnome, they'd say Lower Titman Station was the winner. The station master thanked Percy. We wouldn't have won our competition without your gnomes, he said. Percy was very proud. You are right, sir, said the back controller. Naughty Gnome could be lucky after all. Well, I don't think so about that, Ollie, but who knows? Maybe garden gnomes are lucky after all, Ollie. Even though what you know what I'm saying, Ollie, of course, but I don't think so, Ollie. And besides, before I end the episode, Ollie, before I end the episode of Tom and Friends Storytime, Ollie, if you kids out there in the world, Allie, if you kids did have garden gnomes in your garden, Allie, what will you do with those garden gnomes, Allie? Will you just use them to like protect your garden, Allie, from ant, tarantula, spiders, snake, or whatever? I mean, just at me in the live chat below, Outley, and let me know, Outley, how you use the garden gnome, Outley, or anything, Outley. So remember, kids. Outley, if you need to at least protect your garden, use some garden gnomes to protect your garden, Outley. Well, that included episode of season 7 of the Tom and Friend Storytime series. What will happen in episode number 2, Outley, of season 7 of the Tom and Friend Storytime series? Well, that is a story for another day.